great characteristic that I think all great leaders have, and that's think and act strategically. You know what I'm saying? So when I start a conversation with someone, I already imagine my end goal. So I'm going to think and act strategically to get to that end goal, even if it's a conversation. So like, let's say even if I need a technician to come in on a day off. So I'm like, okay, how can I entice this person to leave their comfort zone to come in and help the team? So one, I show them that I'm not scared to come in on my days off. So they're like, okay, he puts in the work. So I lead by example, number one. But number two is like how when I'm talking to this person, hey, what do you need for the day? Like, I need you to come in on your day off. Would you mind? If you would come in, I can provide lunch for the team. Would that entice you? Or I can give you come in on your day off next week. I can give you an extra day off. So help me, and I'm gonna make sure I help you. So that's like that thinking act strategically, and that's just a small example. Like a bigger scale would be like applying for pharmacy school, when I had to sit down and read through all the applications and read through all the requirements that each thing needs. So I had to think and act strategically. I said, okay, I'm at the starting block. So now I know everything that I need to do. Let me think and act strategically. So I started thinking and acting like, okay, I need to get all these courses done. I need to get these type of grades. And I started acting the way that I needed to. So it wasn't late nights or it wasn't club nights. It was like, no, I have to stay in and study. I have to get right because I knew what the end goal was. And that was my way of thinking and acting strategically going into school and just life.
No, that's true, because what you pretty much describe is you listen and leverage. So you just listen to what the person can do, and then you leverage out a way of motivating them and inspiring. And a lot of times we just listen and respond. Like, we're not listening to understand. So you knew what motivated that person. Yeah. You knew what could get that person in. That's a leader. I'm listening, and they ain't like they came out and vocally told you that this is what it is. But you watch their movement, you watch their mannerism, you watch how they interact with people, you watch some of the things that they've done, and you learn, okay, cool, I know they like this. So if I want to try to get them to do something because you listen, now I'm going to leverage what they like to get them to try to do it. And that's one big thing that you get from a lot of leaders that's one thing you don't get from a lot of leaders is just listen. They just want to tell you, do this, do that, do this, do that, without understanding or without using or without understanding me. You don't understand me. You just telling me you trying to treat me like everybody else, but I'm different. And when you learn each and every person, when you get to know each and every person, it'll make it a whole lot easier for you to lead. Because like I told you, we said at the beginning, they'll understand that you got their best interest in heart and they're willing to do anything for you. So you listen to them, man. So that is very important as far as characteristics, but also the strategy with the end in mind. Like you hit the nail on the head. The end, you got to start with the end in mind. You got to start where you want to finish up at. I always tell people all the time, you hear people talking, but the question you got to ask yourself is, what do you want? A lot of people don't know what they want. Like, if you just know what you want, you 80% there. Like, just knowing what, now I ain't say write it down, just knowing what you want puts you above 80% of the people in the world, because most of the people in the world don't know what they want. And they're going out, and a lot of people settle because they don't know what they want. So when you don't know what you want, you will take anything, right? You will settle and take anything because you don't have an exact plan on what you want. And a plan and a goal without a plan is just a wish. I'm just going to be straightforward to you. Like, a goal without a plan is a wish. And if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a strategy, then all you doing is wishing. All you doing is wasting time. All you doing is go messing around, because you got to have a plan. Even with people, like, I'm being real, like even with people who are religious, like if you go to whatever your Bible is or whatever, you go in there, break it down. There's plans in there. He ain't just winging it. He got a plan and a strategy for everything. When you go to a business, there's a plan. It's a reason why they marketing in this way. It's a reason why they're going in this spot. It's a reason why they're in this location. They ain't just hoping and flipping up and say, okay, like Two-Face, okay, I'm going to flip a coin, and if it lands on head, I'm going to put something here. No, they got strategies, and they're implementing strategies and plans to help them execute their goals, right? You can want to go to New York, but if you ain't got a plan on how to get there, you ain't going to end up in New York. If your thing is, I want to go New York, but how do you get there? North? Well, that's going to hit you anywhere. That could be Minnesota. That could take you up to Maine. It don't matter. But if I say New York, now I can come up with a plan that says, okay, I got to hit 85, take this, go here, get off of here, and come here. Bang. That gives me a good chance to get to my destination. So you do need a plan and a strategy, or you do need to help individuals. If you're a leader, show them a plan, show them some strategies to help them get to the place that they're trying to go to.
Yeah, and a good example would be entrepreneurs are great with having a plan and a strategy. Like you talk to, let's say, a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. They know what their company is going to be doing in marketing 5, 10, maybe 15, 20 years from now. They already know what's coming out. So it's like, yo, we are just waiting on time. We're waiting to drop one thing at a time. One thing at a time. So
that's true. That's in either business, even in business, whatever business or whatever, even in school, man, it's not even like even in school, you got to have a plan. You know, going into college, like if you don't have a strategy, they'll have you taking all kind of classes. You don't have a plan. So we're going to try to help you figure out. And then you come your junior and senior year, you like, I want to do this. Well, you got to spend another 3-4 years in school because you ain't took the right courses or you ain't took the right classes. But when you go in there and get that plan, now you straight for, I know I need to take this. I need to take this. I need to take this next semester. I got to take this the first semester. Okay, by my senior year, all I need is 404 or 101 mark, and then I'll be good. But it's all comes with all comes with the plan, man. It's big. It's big as every aspect of life. Strategy and plan.
Definitely.